Shri Gurubhyo Namaha children. I am happy to welcome you all for our online teaching academy, Ekalaiva. For the class 10, subject biology, chapter that is unit 17, reproduction in plants and animals. Today we are going to discuss about the new subtopic sexual reproduction in humans. Before going to see this topic in detail, first we will see the introduction about reproduction. Okay. In human beings, the male and female reproductive organs. So, male person having male reproductive organ and female person having female reproductive organ. Okay. So, in human beings, the male and female reproductive organs differ in anatomically and physiologically. Anatomically, what is meant by anatomy? Study of internal organs. Okay. So, the male and female reproductive organs internally they are different, as well as physiological, the functions are also different. Male organs have different function and female reproductive organ have different functions. So, the two reproductive organs, male organs as well as female organs, they are differ in their anatomical structure as well as physiological function. Can you get my point, children? Yes. The new individuals developed or formed by fusion of gametes. Fusion means what? Just joining of gametes. Male organ produce male gamete, female organ produce female gamete. These two gametes fuse together. That is called formation of fusion. That is called fertilization. Okay. So, new individual is formed or developed by the fusion of gametes. Then, sexual reproduction involves the fusion of two haploid gametes, male and female gametes, to form a diploid individual, diploid cell, that is called zygote. Clear, children? So, in sexual reproduction, sexual means fusion of gametes, fusion of male and female gamete. Male is one haploid cell, female is also an haploid cell. These two haploid gametes to fuse together to form a diploid individual, that is called zygote. Organs of the reproductive system are divided into primary organ as well as secondary organ. Primary. So, organs of reproductive system is of two. One is primary organ and another one is secondary organ or accessory organ. What is the meaning of primary organ, children? Primary means what? Yes, the main organs. That particular organs only produces the gametes. Male organ, testis, produce sperm. The female organ, primary organ, ovaries, produces a mature egg. So, these testis and ovaries are the main organs, that is primary organs. So, the primary reproductive organs include the gonads, that is testis in male and ovaries in female. Accessory sex organs. Accessory means secondary. Secondary sex organs. In male, vas deferens, epididymis. How you have to pronounce means epididymis, seminal vesicle, prostate gland and penis. In female accessory organs, fallopian tubes, uterus, cervix and vagina. So, these are the accessory organs of females. The secondary or accessory sex organs include those structures which are involved in the process of ovulation. What is the meaning of ovulation? What is ovulation? The rupturing of Graafian follicles to release a mature ovum, that is called ovulation. So all the accessory organs, all the secondary organs include those structure which are involved in ovulation, fusion of gametes, division of fertilized egg, pregnancy, development of fetus and childbirth. So all this process is mainly by the secondary organs as well as the structures of secondary organs. Can you get my point, children? Yes. Process of ovulation, I said ovulation means what? The rupturing of Graafian follicles to release a mature egg, that is called ovulation. For that also secondary organ is very essential. The infusion of gametes, male gamete is sperm and female gamete is egg. These two fuse together. The process is called fertilization. That is also the main secondary organs are important. Then division of fertilized egg. Once the male gamete fuse together to form a female gamete, fused with the egg to form a zygote. Zygote, this is egg, this is sperm. Okay, this gametes to fuse together to form a zygote. Zygote is said to be a fertilized egg or fertilized cell. Fertilized cell, it is diploid, haploid gamete N, this egg also haploid N, these two N fuse together to form a diploid cell, that is a zygote. After that the pregnancy takes place, then development of fetus and last childbirth. All these actions, all these are happens only by the accessory sex organs and also the structures of accessory organs. Clear, children? Then now let us see the cells of primary reproductive organs in human male and female and their role in reproduction. Shall we move? Yes. The first one is male reproductive organ, that is structure of testis. Clear, children? Testis are the reproductive gland. Yes, reproductive gland of male that are oval shaped organ. This is the shape of the testis. It is oval shaped organ which lie outside the abdominal cavity. You know very well, you already heard the word thoracic cavity and the abdominal cavity. What is the difference between thoracic cavity and abdominal cavity, children? Thoracic cavity is also called as rib cage, the place where the above the stomach that rib cage is there, that part is called thoracic cavity. Inside the thoracic cavity, heart and lungs are situated. They are located inside the thoracic cavity. So heart and lungs are present inside the thoracic cavity above the stomach. So abdominal cavity means below the stomach, the hip region, that is called abdominal cavity. So this testis is lie outside, very important. The testis is present outside the abdominal cavity of man in a sac like structure. It is a bag like structure called sacrotum. It is a very new term for you, sacrotum. Please repeat after me, sacrotum. Once again, yes, sacrotum. Sacrotum is nothing but a bag like structure, a sac like structure which lie outside the abdominal cavity of men. Okay. Each testis, this is a plural form, ES. T-E-S-T-I-S, this testis is singular form. Okay, we have pair of testis, human body have pair of testis, no, it is plural. Each testis is covered with a layer of fibrous tissue called tunica albuginea. See the picture of testis. This testis is covered by a layer of fibrous tissue, that is called tunica albuginea. Other name for this is also called as capsule. Capsule is nothing but outer coating, outer covering. So the outer covering of the testis is called as tunica albuginea. Clear, children? Shall we move on to next one? Many septa. Septa is nothing but compartments. Many compartments. So I said testis is a oval shaped organ which lie outside the abdominal cavity. Already you know. So in that testis, so much of compartment is there. This is a compartment. So in that compartment, the septa from this layer divides the testis into pyramidal lobules. These are pyramidal lobules in which lies seminal tubules, seminiferous tubules, cells of Sertoli, and then Leydig cells. All these are present in the septa. So many septa or compartments are there in the testis, and from this layer divide the testis into pyramidal lobules in which it lies a seminiferous tubule. Seminiferous tubule is the site of spermatogenesis. There only the sperm formation takes place. So in that place the seminiferous tubules, cells of Sertoli cells and Leydig cells are present. Clear? Then the process of spermatogenesis. The word genesis means formation. The formation of sperm. The process of spermatogenesis takes place in the seminiferous tubules. Very, very important one more question. The place where the spermatogenesis takes place means it takes place only in the seminiferous tubules. And then the Sertoli cells, I said no. The Sertoli cells are the supporting cells and provide nourishment to the developing sperms. So sperms are developed in the seminiferous tubules. These Sertoli cells provide support and also give some nourishment to the developing sperms. The next one, the Leydig cells. Leydig cells are polyhedral in shape and lie between the seminiferous tubules and secrete an hormone called testosterone. Clear, children? See the enlarged picture of testis. See here, this is oval shaped organ. Clear? So this is called many septa is there. Inside that so many lobules, coiled like structure. This is called seminiferous tubules. Very, very important. This is the site of spermatogenesis. Here only the sperms are developed. So the whole testis is covered by a capsule, a fibrous tissue called tunica albuginea. This is called tunica albuginea. And this is all this seminiferous tubules unite together to form a cluster like structure, a branch structure called efferent ductus, and this is a epididymis. They comes here and all the sperms are goes here. This region is called epididymis. Next we move on to female reproductive organ, that is structure of ovary. As I said earlier, female have a pair of ovaries. Two ovaries are present in the abdominal cavity, inside the abdominal cavity. Clear? See here. The ovaries are located on either side, that means two sides, left side as well as the right side. So ovaries are located on either side of the lower abdomen, and it is composed of two almond shaped bodies, each lying near the lateral end of the fallopian tube. See here. See that this is think that it is a ovary. A pair of ovaries are located on either side of the lower abdomen. The shape is said to be almond shape. Okay. So each ovary is compact structure consisting of an outer cortex and inner medulla. The ovary is composed of two layer, that means a compact structure consisting of outer is called cortex and inner thing is called medulla. The cortex is composed of network of connective tissue called stroma and it is lined by germinal epithelium. So, the cortex of the ovary is composed of network of connective tissue called stroma and it is lined by germinal epithelial cells. The epithelial cells called the granulosa cells surround each ovum in the ovary together forming the primary follicle. See the picture here, the epithelial cells called the granulosa surround each ovum. So, this is the ovum, this ovum is surrounded by the epithelial cells called the granulosa cells. So, it is surrounded, ovum is surrounded by granulosa cells. It is surrounded by granulosa cells forming the primary, this is called a primary follicle. This primary follicle on growing, it is called as a growing follicle. So, as the egg grows larger, the follicles also enlarge its size and it is filled with fluid. After that, it is named as Graafian follicles. Once the primary follicles enlarge its size, so the egg grows, the egg slowly grows its size, it became larger and larger. That primary follicles also grows and became a growing follicle and then it develops as a developing follicle and this is filled with some fluid. The fluid after that it is said to be Graafian follicle. A mature follicle is nothing but Graafian follicles. Once the Graafian follicles are ruptured, the rupturing of Graafian follicles, see here the follicles are ruptured, Graafian follicles rupture to release a mature ovum, egg, secondary oocyte. Okay. So, after that this empty Graafian follicles is changed as corpus luteum. Corpus luteum is nothing but temporary endocrine gland. Clear? See the enlarged picture of cross section of human ovary. See here the egg is surrounded by the primary follicles. This is the primary follicles. As the primary follicles grows, as the egg enlarges its size, the primary follicles also grows. It is called growing follicle and it becomes as a developing follicle and this is filled with some fluid and it becomes as a mature follicle. The mature follicle is also called as Graafian follicles. Clear? Then rupturing of these Graafian follicles to release egg. After that the empty Graafian follicles is called as corpus luteum. Clear? Thank you children. We will see you in the next class.